Why are we at domestic?
Because it's just around there, international.
The last time I left from Perth International Airport was at the start of freshman year when I went to college in 2020. Because the 2 times I've been home from college to go back to the US, I've left from Melbourne both times. So the last time I left from Perth was the start of freshman year, and I'm literally leaving from the same gate. And I'm getting so much deja vu because that was like right in the middle of COVID and it was just a terrible time.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. And take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. Today is the first day of classes for my junior spring semester at Yale, which is crazy because this is my third last semester of college. Like, I've done 5 semesters, I've got 3 to go, we're over the halfway point. And I don't know, I don't know how. Oh my gosh. But somehow we are here. I'm so excited to share this semester with you. Like, I can't believe I have my entire college experience filmed and uploaded on this channel. It's so cool for me to look back on, and it's been really special to be able to share it with all of you. And this semester I am really excited for. I've just got back from spending 4 weeks at home in Perth over winter break, which was the first time I'd been home for Christmas and New Year's in 4 years. I hadn't been home for Christmas since 2018, and it was the best 4 weeks ever. I feel so happy, so refreshed. Being able to spend that time at home in warm weather with family, I honestly had like the best month. It was so good, and I just feel really excited for this semester. It's gonna be a good one. There's like so much exciting, I feel like I can't contain my excitement because there's so many exciting things happening this semester. Because, okay, firstly, the classes I'm taking this semester, I'll tell you about all of them throughout this video, but they are so cool, guys. I think this is like, I'm so excited for all of them. And the second reason this semester is going to be so exciting is because finally, after being at college for 2.5 years, my parents are coming to visit me this semester. Neither of them have ever been to Yale, so they're coming later this semester, which is something for me to look forward to. And also, I'm not on the team anymore this semester, so it'll be interesting trying to figure out what to do with the extra like 25 hours that I'll have a week, given that I won't be at practice and meets and stuff like that. I might be getting involved in some different activities, doing some different things. I don't really know, but I'm really excited. I think this is the most excited I've ever been for a semester at college, and I just feel like I'm in a really good place right now, so hopefully we can maintain that throughout the semester. But anyway, getting into the vlog, today is our first day of classes. It is a Tuesday. We didn't have classes yesterday because it was MLK Day. So we are starting on a Tuesday, and this week is shopping week, so you can add and drop classes from your course schedule. I pretty much have mine figured out. I don't think it's gonna change. There's one class that I'm like, I don't know if I wanna take it, but it's giving me a psych credit and I probably will end up taking it. I'll talk more about my classes as we go through the video, but for now, my first class today is at 11:35 and it's currently just after 10 AM, and I want to walk around and go to all of my classrooms for the classes that I have today because a few of them are back to back, and I don't know where any of these buildings are that these classes are in, so I'm gonna go for a little walk and try and figure out where all my classes are. I have no idea where I'm going. So one of my classes is in the Yale Law building, which I didn't think I was able to get into, but apparently I am. I have no idea how to find it. It's in the auditorium. Where is the auditorium? I don't know. I found it. Well, that was very cool. I've never been into the law school before. There's a nice library in there as well. Now that I know that I can actually get in, maybe I'll study in there.
We cross over borders, get where we are.
Okay, so the other classroom slash auditorium that I'm now looking for is actually, it's quite far off campus. This classroom that I'm walking to try and find now is at the Yale Child Study Center, which I have never been to before. It's sort of like, it's kind of a psychology class, kind of not.
And it's all for you, it's all for you.
I have found that classroom and I know where my other classroom for today is, which is the class that I'm going to in like half an hour. So now I know where everything is today. Go me. Could have done this yesterday, but I chose to do it today. Alright, so today classes are as follows. Firstly, from 11:35 until 12:50 I have social psychology, which is the one class that I'm sort of like, I don't know if I want to take. There's this website that Yale has where you can go and see all of the rankings for all of the classes. They're rated based on how good the class is, how good the professor is, how high the workload is, etc. Basically, this class does not have good ratings. Apparently, it's not a very good class. But the reason I'm taking it, or potentially taking it, is because it's a psych class and it fits with my course schedule this semester, because the other 4 classes I'm taking this semester I am so excited about and I don't want to move them, and it makes my schedule slightly whack because a couple of them are at weird times. So we'll see how social psychology goes today. Then right after that I have like a 10-minute break between that class, and the next class from 1 until 2:15 is called The Criminal Mind. And this is a very high in demand class at Yale. It's not taught all that often, and it's basically about the psychology of criminals. And then later this afternoon from 3:30 until 5 p.m. I have a class that this is probably the class I'm most excited about. It's a seminar called Autism and Related Disorders. And this is something that really interests me, primarily because my youngest sister is on the autism spectrum. And so I have sort of quite a personal interest in the topic. I find it really fascinating and I would just love to learn more. And this class is very hard to get into. It's quite high in demand because the professors are 2 like really outstanding researchers in the field of autism. Like if you're gonna learn about autism, then you'd want to learn about it from these people. I'm really looking forward to everything I'm gonna learn in this class. I was so excited when I got into it at the end of last semester. I remember getting the email and I was like, oh, so excited.
Did it all for you.
It's currently 5 p.m. and I've just got back from my last class of the day, which was the autism seminar. And oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a cool class. So this professor has been teaching this class for the past 38 years at Yale, and this is his last semester teaching. So he's retiring at the end of this semester. This is his last time anyone could take this class, and he basically gave us sort of an overview of autism and an overview of what the course is gonna look like today, and it just looks so interesting. I think it's going to be pretty chill, but also going to learn a lot. And I have a few friends in it as well, which is always nice. Okay, so working backwards, before that I had The Criminal Mind, which is the sort of class about criminals and why people commit like recurring crimes. That also I think is going to be very good. Like I said, it's quite high in demand. There's 450 students in the class and about 350 students on the wait list for the class, and there's only 6,000 undergrads at Yale, so that's like quite a high proportion of the undergrad student body that wants to take this class. And the last time it was taught in person was 6 years ago, so it definitely isn't taught every year, and I think it's going to be really good. If a class is that high in demand, then it probably is pretty good. And then my first class of the day was social psychology. That was, you know, I can see why the ratings for that class doesn't have super high ratings, but I think the content of the class is going to be interesting, and so I'll probably stay in it, also because I don't want to have to bother like searching for another class that I know doesn't really exist to fit in with my course schedule. So I think we're going to stick with all of the classes from today. So those are the vibes for today. A very good first day of classes. Tomorrow I just have one class. It is my documentary filmmaking class, and it goes for 4 hours, and it starts at 8:25 a.m. and it's so far away. So I'm gonna have to get to bed early tonight because I only got back to college like less than 2 days ago, and it's a 13-hour time difference from Perth, and the jet lag is really hit me last night. I basically didn't sleep the entire night. I just, you know when you keep waking up every single hour, that's what occurred, and then I woke up at 4 a.m. and didn't get back to sleep. Anyway, it's fine, but I'm gonna have to wake up really early tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and get an early night tonight. I'm just gonna sort of organize my life a little bit because I did literally just get back, so I still need to like finish just organizing my apartment and then start studying because I already have work to do.
without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night.
Good morning, it's Wednesday, 8 a.m. I'm never outside at 8 a.m. at college. I'm on my way to my 8:25 a.m. class. I did exaggerate a little bit when I was saying it's very far away. It's actually not that far away, it's like 10-minute walk. So I'm on my way there now.
And days without eating, 'cause it ain't enough for
I've just got back from my 4-hour filmmaking class. So this class is called Intermediate Documentary Filmmaking. And basically I took, if you remember back in freshman year, spring semester, I took Introductory Documentary Filmmaking. And that was when like freshman year, the whole thing was on Zoom. So it was all online, it was all virtual. But I think it's probably my favorite class that I've ever taken at Yale. I don't know, it's debatable because it was online, so I can't like fully judge it properly, but it was such a good class. And so now, a couple of years later, I'm taking the intermediate course, which is just the step up. It's the next one if you're interested in documentary filmmaking. And this class, oh my gosh, someone just described it to me as the hidden gem of Yale classes, because it is like no class I've ever been in before. It is, we literally just watched films for the past 4 hours. Like we just watched all these different films. Our professor was just showing us films that he's made, films that other people have made, and we just like watched them for 4 hours. And then at the end of the class, we like went around and all said our names. There's actually more people in this class than I thought there would be. There's like maybe 9 or 10. And then someone asked him, is there a syllabus for this class? And he was like, no, there's no syllabus. There's no Canvas webpage, which is, Canvas is the site that like all of our college classes are on, and you can like go on and click on each of your different classes and see like your grades, your assignments, the syllabus, the other people in the class, and just like a general description of the class. And it's got like the professor's contact details and stuff. So we don't have one for that class, which is a first. All of my classes at Yale have always had Canvas pages. No Canvas page, no syllabus. Basically all we have to do is just turn up to class and we just watch films the entire time. And then at the end of the semester or throughout the semester, we can make our own film. He said it can be anywhere between like 2 seconds and 20 hours long. There's no time limit. And then he was like, also, if you don't feel like making a film, then that's fine. I won't hold it against you. Just come to class. I'm obsessed. This is gonna be such a good class. I'm very excited for it. And this is the only class I have on Wednesdays, so it goes from 8:25 until 12:15, which is almost 4 hours. And then I have the entire afternoon off, which is lovely. And then later today, I'm gonna go for my run walk, because basically, I haven't really talked that much about this on my YouTube channel, but I had this foot injury when I was on the team last semester. Anyway, long story. Basically, long story, let me explain it. Basically, the peroneal tendons that run sort of down your leg and into your foot like that, there's like 2 peroneal tendons. Mine basically had this thing where they were like snapping over each other and like flicking and doing things they weren't supposed to, and that was causing pain. And there was a few other issues with that area in my foot. Basically my physio at home gave me this like back to running program, which essentially is starting with like run walk, like 1 minute run, 1 minute walk, and now I'm at like 2 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, and just building back up to running. And I'm doing that every second day, and so today is the day that I'm doing it, so I'll do that later today. It's not going to take very long. I'll probably be running for like 15 minutes. And then tonight I'm getting dinner with Julia and Em. We're going to Claire's, which is our favorite place, so very excited for that.
And it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it.
Dinner with Em and Julia was so good. I've just got back from that. And also, I forgot to mention this earlier today, but before dinner, I went to a talk that was given for the Yale MLK commemoration event, because MLK Day was on Monday. And the speaker this year was Martin Luther King Jr.'s son. So Martin Luther King III came and spoke at Yale this year, and he was just incredible to listen to. Like, so good. He sounds very much, the way he speaks, it's very similar to how Martin Luther King Jr. spoke. He has the same sort of almost rhythmic speech, and it's very sort of inspiring and powerful to listen to. So that was an amazing event. I'm very grateful I got to go to that. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of reading before bed. I have some readings to get done for my classes tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I am exhausted and still sort of coming, the jet lag is still really, it's really just affecting me right now more than it usually does.
It's all for
Good morning. I've just got back from getting coffee with Soph, which was so lovely. We had like a big catch up about everything that happened over break and oh my goodness. We had a lot to talk about. And now I need to quickly pack my bag and head off to classes. I have 2 classes today, the 2 like lecture classes that were on Tuesday. So those ones are on Tuesday, Thursday. That's social psychology and then the criminal mind.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
I have just returned from the 1 class that I had today. So today is Friday, but because we didn't have classes on Monday, Yale always does this thing whenever that happens. If the first week of classes starts on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, Yale always makes the Friday of the first week of classes have Monday's classes instead of having Friday's classes. So it's kind of annoying because then you have Monday's classes on Friday and then Monday's classes again on Monday, and you don't have Friday's classes. The reason they do this is because the shopping week, or the period where you can add and drop classes from your course schedule before your course schedule is permanently locked in, that ends at the end of the day on this coming Monday. And there's not that many classes that meet only on a Friday. There's a lot more classes on Mondays than there are on Fridays. Friday's like the lightest day of classes. And so they put Monday's classes onto Friday so that students have an opportunity to try out Monday's classes like well in advance of the add drop deadline at the end of the actual Monday. I personally don't have any classes that are on Friday this semester, so it works fine for me, but it does mean that there was 1 class that I was considering that was a psychology seminar that meets only on Fridays. I wouldn't get to do that class at all before the add drop deadline has passed, whereas I've got to do my class that only meets on Mondays twice before the add drop deadline passes, because I'm doing it today on Friday and then again on Monday. So I don't agree with what Yale does. I think if anything, they could like switch Monday and Friday. So put Monday's classes on Friday and Friday's classes on Monday just for this add drop week. But I don't think, anyway, whatever. Today's a Friday, but it had Monday's classes and I just have 1 class on Mondays. And it is a very, very cool class. It's about Disney, basically, the Disney enterprise. It's called A Multidisciplinary Exploration of Disney, I believe is the official title for the class. And it's actually taught by the mum of one of my closest friends at college, which is cool. So that's sort of how I found out about the class. And as you can see, I'm wearing this little name tag because our professor got us all Mickey Mouse ears. Like we all were wearing these Mickey Mouse ears in class today. She had like so many different ones for us to choose from. And she also got us all these Disney name tags. It was such a great first class. It was really, really interesting. There's people from all different majors in the class because the class isn't really for any specific major. So it attracts a lot of different people, and I think we're gonna have a lot of interesting discussions, gonna learn a lot. And we get a free Disney Plus account subscription for this class, and every week we have a different Disney movie that we have to watch, and then we have a bunch of like readings to do on like various aspects of Disney that are good and that are not so good. And now I've had all of my classes that I am thinking of taking this semester, and this is, I think, the first time ever that I'm gonna have gone through a shopping week and not changed any of my classes. Like, I'm pretty content with all of them, I think. Feeling very good about most of my classes for this semester, so it's been a pretty good week. Now I'm going to do all of the work that I have to do because I have so much work to do already. And then tonight I'm getting dinner at Yorkside, which is just a little dinner place around Yale, with a couple of friends, which will be lovely.
Pack our bags and get in that car.
I am exhausted. I, for some reason this week, cannot sleep. I keep waking up at 4 AM. Like, I go to bed at a reasonable time and then my body just wakes up at 4 AM and can't get back to sleep. And last night I just like slept so poorly, and so I've been really tired all day today basically, which is, you know, fine. I just feel like I can't really think straight, and I feel like nothing that I'm saying is really making sense, which is an issue when I'm in like my class like I was today, because it's a discussion based class. My brain is just like foggy. It just feels really foggy.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.
Okay, good news. I actually slept last night. I had a good night's sleep for the first time since being back, which makes a very big difference to how I'm feeling. It was so nice when I woke up and I checked the time and it was 9 AM rather than 4 AM because it has been 4 AM every time I've woken up for the past like many nights. So I'm feeling better today than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was so tired. I was exhausted. Like, I don't know if I've ever felt more tired than I felt yesterday in my entire life. This morning I had a chill morning because I slept in a little bit, and then I just went to a coffee shop and got some work done. I was doing all of my readings for the Disney class because that's on Mondays. So although we had it yesterday because Friday's classes were yesterday and it only meets once a week, we're also going to be having it on Monday because of what I explained yesterday. So I had to get all of those readings done by Monday, so I've done all of them. The only thing that I haven't read is this book. This is like a required book for the course, and we're supposed to like read a certain number of pages by like each of the first 3 classes.
Wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for 2.
Hello, it is currently 8:30 PM and I'm in bed about to do some homework, and usually I do not advocate doing homework in bed, but this piece of homework is to watch Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, so I am allowing myself to do that in bed. Today I've basically been doing work, getting groceries, doing more work, and feeling cold because it's freezing. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do a yoga class with Em at 9 AM, so that should be good. But for now I'm just going to lie here, watch Snow White, and then go to sleep. What an excellent evening.
Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time.
Last day of the weekly vlog. I feel like this week has just gone by very fast because I've been exhausted for most of it, and so I've just sort of been in a tired days throughout the week. But I feel a little bit more well rested now. This morning I woke up and went to yoga with Em, which was really nice. It feels good to just like carve out time for myself, and I'm trying to get more into yoga this year and just like more intentional slow movement, so that was fun. When I came back from that I sort of did a bit of like just tidying and cleaning my apartment, and then I was working on something that I had to submit for my Disney class, which is coming up again tomorrow. So I've just submitted that, and now it is 2 PM and Julia and I are going to go for a walk to East Rock. The weather is like not looking all too promising right now. Hello, I'm back from the walk. I was wearing a beanie, so now my hair is a little bit like this, but I'm currently working on psychology notes for social psychology, just updating my lecture notes. I was doing this in the library yesterday, but I did not quite finish before I got hungry and left.
Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright.
This is where we are ending the weekly vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed seeing my first week of classes. If you have, give the video a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'm so grateful to have you all here. Sending you all lots of love, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!